Why is that the case? Give me a moment. That's new. YouTube is apparently not receiving any stream data. Oh, wait. Did we? Oh, wait. Okay, is that... Are we getting a connection? Oh, please don't be a... This is a terrible one to have poor connection on. Why is stream status poor? I was working, things were working fine earlier. Right. Okay. Seems to be saying, at least on OBS, that I am streaming fine. But my bitrate is fine. Okay. Up to good. Why is it so bad compared to yesterday? And why am I not seeing my current stream on my YouTube app? I kind of need that. There we go. I need the live chat up. Bring up the game and maybe see what's going on. How everything is going. I'll just that camera movement loop on stream. I think that's okay. Boy, this was not how I was hoping this would be going. No, YouTube is still saying that, give me a warning. Good connection. It was excellent yesterday. Why is it only good now? Nothing running in the background. It might be causing problems. Let's double check and make every sure. Now back to no data. That's a problem. But we've still got a green light. That is. Why is it not wanting to work this time? Yes, I would expect OBS to be using most of my network. There we go, excellent connection. Will it stay that way is all I can hope. No, audio bit. Okay, what is going on today? I've changed nothing. OBS is not reporting. Oh no, OBS is reporting a lot of drop frames. That number is not increasing right now. Wish I could see a graph of something to determine what the problem is. YouTube is still saying excellent. Of exposed pretty much every background thing I think I can. Just my audio bitrate that keeps crashing. I'm not sure how much that is impacting things. Just trying to close more background applications. As of all the Final Fantasy streams I've done for Sorin, I want this one to work. So I would want to do anything extra I can do that might help smooth things out. Seems to be everything I can do my end. Right. Well, until someone says otherwise, I think things are working. Okay, so I think we're okay to go on ahead. So, last time we left off, we had started into the patch 2.55 quest, which is into the final patch of A Realm Reborn. And it's been left off, Ishgard is about to get attacked by dragons. And yeah, we've been called in to help. So, Alphino is ready to begin making preparations for war. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in the spore of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. And before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the Antecedent. I suppose that makes sense. Can't really act too much without letting Minfilia know what's going on. Will be trying to keep a bit of a half an eye on the stream on my phone, which I have set to just go off mobile data. I'm just going to set it to a lower stream quality, so it's using up less of my data, because I don't have infinite. But at least that way it's not using the same internet I am trying to stream with. So that should let me see if there's any significant issues. Only problem with that is I can't hear what's coming through that. Miss Minfilia? Alphino?
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. we would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
Of course I will. I haven't come this far to back out now.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Those we've lost, those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Is everything alright there, Mr. Rule? I guess so. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. In the small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurfus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slathborn on the brewing conflict, and discuss potential contingencies. Frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Totaro accompany you, as she has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Okay then. Speak to Miss Tataru, then Mr. Slathborn, and then look at gathering adventurers. We are rather close to Kurfus, aren't we? And we'd best see to our own defences and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Sorin. I have 101 things to discuss with Slathborn. Right, that we do. I can't keep moving about forever. I've got to get a bit of enthusiasm up for this as well. Being sad isn't going to help me fight dragons. Mr. Slathborn? I appreciate the warning. My force coming to Kurfist and the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favour. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I'm certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Hall. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Well, Miss Tataru? What do you think our next move should be? Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. signal coming up. YouTube still seems to be saying I'm doing okay though. And I'm not seeing issues on the stream, so I think that's maybe just my connection to Final Fantasy again. Hello there, sir. Oh, ma'am. I'm looking for people who might want to help join us. Oh. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Fair enough, I guess. Oh, Mr. Riol. You have something to talk about? Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess. That ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire up at the processor plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilward was there with Forth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? I can't say I have, but... God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed them all. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilward stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah. So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. Only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. Not in steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Willard's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. Always got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he noticed in the ledgers. That's something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled upon. I'll bet me good eye it ain't want young Wilbert. Anyway, you've got a water wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Sorin. I would like to hope it wasn't Willard. After everything, I'd hoped he'd really turned a new leaf. If it wasn't him, then why has he gone missing? Excuse me, sir. Yep. Okay. Oh, why is this happening? Day of all days. I wish there was some means I had to identify the problem. Settings. Are there any settings I can adjust that might... No, that's all looking good. That's all looking good. Everything is, seems to be as good as I can get it to be. YouTube is just not, and my internet is just not being happy. Oh boy. Okay. Right. Yeah. Might just be because I'll tapped out of the game. Which is a... Oh, even though YouTube is saying I've got excellent connection now, which is... Oh boy. Oh boy. That is terrible. Right. I don't know how well this is working. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream, and maybe I will try starting again at maybe 9 or half 9. Maybe it's just because I'm doing it playing a little earlier on a Saturday. Maybe just kind of the internet's clogged up. Oh yeah, because this is not working. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. I hope that's coming through. I'll put up a post about it otherwise. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. We'll be stopping the stream here and starting it up again about, you know, let's say my usual Saturday time, 10 o'clock. Normally I can stream okay on Saturday. Apologies for this, but hopefully that will work out better.